people of YouTube, welcome to today's video. Today's video is going to be what's on my MacBook Air 2020 MacBook with Big Sur. I finally have Big Sur, Mac OS Big Sur, and I'm liking it so far, to be fair. So yeah, this video is going to be what's on my MacBook Air 2020. You can check out what's on my old MacBook and old Mac videos if you want. I'll put some in the icon for you guys. Let's get into it. Let's start off with what's on my desktop, which is nothing because I really keep a lot on my desktop, but the only things I've got on here is screen recording things, which I'm leaving them there for now because I think they're for one of the videos I'm currently in the process of editing, which is only like one at the moment. Yeah, anyway, I'll show you all that in a bit, but I'm going to show you what's on my dock first. So I've got Finder, obviously, as you know, it's Finder. I think everybody knows what Finder is. And then we've got Launchpad, which we'll get into that in a bit. And we've got Activity Monitor if I ever need, force quit programs or whatever the heck, like Task Manager basically, but the Mac version. Got Notes, which obviously I have passwords on here, video ideas, private shit. Obviously the private shit is like a lot taking. Oh, it's 420, blaze it.
Smoke weed every day.
Okay, anyway, yeah. OneNote, which I do use OneNote. It comes in handy for my YouTube and note taking, and I use that note as well on my MacBook. This is useful to sync to my PC and sync to my phone and whatever else. I know that could if I had everything Apple, but I don't. I only have my MacBook. I don't have an iPhone. I remember one person was like, well, you have a Pixel, but you have a MacBook. Yes, that's because I prefer Android on phones and Apple for laptops. That's why. And yeah, OneNote is just basically diaries and stuff, which I haven't really done in a long time. And we got settings. Obviously, you know what system preferences is. I keep calling it settings, but system preferences. Firefox, as you know, is my main browser. I still use Firefox. I haven't switched on Firefox at the moment or anything. I still use Firefox. I use Firefox. I don't know what else to say. I still use Firefox. It's still my main browser. I still use it. We got Opera, which is still my second browser. I still use it for like my base YouTube and other stuff. I haven't used it much on this laptop, to be fair. I mostly just use Firefox. We got Discord. You guys can come and join my Discord server if you want. I use Discord quite a bit. This is my Discord server. If you guys want to join, feel free to. Link in the description or on screen or whatever. Discord. I got WhatsApp, which obviously I'll be blurring this because it's private. I mostly just got it for family and friends. I don't message a whole bunch of people on here because I don't have a lot of people's WhatsApps. It's like, again, I don't feel right giving my phone number out to all my internet friends and everybody, so I'm always wary who I give that to. I only have 2 internet friends on my WhatsApp, and everyone else I just know in real life. Then we got Mail, which is obviously emails, which I'm gonna blur because private, obviously. And then we got QuickTime, which is not usually pinned, but I'm using it right now to screen record, and I use QuickTime to screen record on Mac. It isn't that bad of a screen recorder, so I just use it. It's pretty decent, to be fair. Yeah, let's go into Launchpad now. In my internet folder, obviously I went through Firefox and Opera. We got Safari, which is like my third browser, kind of. I still like to say Opera's my second browser, my secondary browser, but. And we got Edge, which on my old MacBook I had Waterfox, which was like Firefox, Mozilla-based browser. I didn't realise for a long time you could get Edge on Mac, but you can. I mostly just use it as like a 4th browser or for a Kirby account. It's based on Chromium nowadays as well, which is pretty cool. But I like how you can like add profiles and stuff. It kind of reminds me of one reason why I loved Chrome for so long until they changed the way you did it. And I liked the Chrome users you could have. That's kind of like they brought to Edge, which is pretty cool. If any of my friends wanted to use my laptop, they can browse as a guest, or I could make them an actual specific username thing. So I like that about Edge. Edge has come a long way. I kind of like it. I mean, I never not liked it, to be fair, but it's not my main browser. Skype, which I kind of only have Skype really nowadays. It's for sociables in lockdown, and we'll probably be using that more because lockdown. Maybe some more quarantine vlogs coming. Who knows? That's the only reason why I still use Skype, really. Nobody else seems to use it, so. Anyway, FaceTime. I don't use FaceTime. And iMessage. I don't hate iMessage, I don't use it really. I don't have anyone to message on there, so I don't use it. And we've got App Store, which is obviously what every Mac and iPhone has, so I'm glad it says that instead of like my real name. My old MacBook is like, please don't. In my media folder, it's kind of like stuff I use for YouTube and whatever else. So I got Final Cut Pro trial. Yeah, it's the trial, and I downloaded the trial on this laptop because I hadn't used it on here yet, so I'm like, might as well use it while I can. This is what I use to edit, and I love this editor so much. I do want to switch to it full time, and whenever I got £300 to spend, which fuck knows when I'm gonna have that kind of money, but I actually want to buy this software because like I said, I like the idea of just buying it once and never buying it again, or you don't pay it monthly or whatever. If you buy it once, you get updates for life from Apple on your Apple account, and I like the sound of that. And if anyone wants to know my MacBook specs, they're better than my old MacBook, because my old MacBook was just like, it was alright. 4 gigabytes was a pain in the ass, so I've got 8 gigabytes at least now. It's been alright so far, and I've got 13-inch instead of 11-inch, which is good because it's nice to have the bigger screen for once. I've got like 500 gigabytes on my old laptop. I only have 556, so nice to know I've got more storage now as well. That's what I edit with. Like, might have switched to it full time. I might still use Sony Vegas though on my PC, but yeah, I've got iMovie, which I don't use very often. I used it on my old laptop for a bit, obviously, because I had to kind of. Oh yeah, that's like, why is it loading? So, oh yeah, I know why it's loading, but I totally forgot about that. It's my 2020 pictures that I kind of forgot to. I'll have to get my PC and like do a proper video of that, which I can get on my PC now. We got a photo booth, obviously my only picture I took on his new laptop. Then we got Parallels Desktop, which I haven't used yet. I think I downloaded the trial. I don't know how much it is. Download and install Windows 10. Do I want to? Yeah, I like Parallels. It's like a virtual machine program basically. You can run like operating systems on it. So if I want to run Windows, Linux or whatever, I can on that. And we got photos, which I added a bunch of photos into. Well, some photos. Why not? This is only photos on my MacBook, by the way. I don't have an iPhone, so I have to go to Google Photos for my Android photo. Preview, which is obviously photo viewer on Mac. Music, as you know, they call it music now. It used to be called iTunes Music. I don't use Apple Music, so I don't have any music purchased on this account, I think. So I used to purchase all my music on Apple on my mom's account back when I didn't have an Apple account, so I don't use Apple Music. I use YouTube Music personally, and I use YouTube. I've always have. I'm sure Apple Music's alright. It probably is decent, like Spotify, but I can't switch from YouTube, so Apple TV, yeah, which is alright. I don't know. I watched like one show on it for free without an account. Well, I have an account. I've got an Apple account, obviously, but like, yeah, you can like rent movies on here and stuff by looks of it, and watch some shows, but I don't pay for this. I randomly watched that because it let me without trial or whatever. I only watched it because there was a panda in it, so I was like, panda. And we got GarageBand, which I don't really make music and stuff. I mean, it's pretty cool if I wanted to mess around, but like, I'm more into like video editing and YouTube stuff than the music stuff. Like, I tried to get into making music. It just simply isn't for me. I haven't even been on it yet. And I know GarageBand isn't the best, like Logic or FL Studio. I only know this because I have friends that make music, but pretty cool. And we got voice memos, which is quite cool. They bought this on the Mac. I've never used it though. I've used it on the iPhone when I used to have an iPhone. But productivity, OneNote, and I got Keynote and Pages and Numbers, which are obviously like Apple's office programs. So I just use that because they're free. With Microsoft, you have to pay for, so and then get the job done anyway. So, but they're free if you've got a Mac. I got Calculator. Apple, now it's got all the Apple shit in here, like Siri, Boot Camp Assistant, which is pretty cool if I wanted to put Windows on my Mac. Would I? I have done it before, but I don't think I have much use for Windows on my Mac because I never used it in my old MacBook, so I got rid of it. System preferences, Grapher, voice, just like the basic Apple shit that comes on your computer. I just noticed this, what? There's no chess. There's no chess. My old MacBook and stuff, and every Mac version I've seemed to use. Oh, it does. Of course it does. 47, whatever the fuck. I don't understand shit. Why does Mac only have chess, whereas Windows XP had like the coolest games ever? And Windows Vista did, to be fair. Windows 7. And then utilities, I've got App Cleaner, Malwarebytes. App Cleaner is, let me explain what this is. Well, I'll try to explain. Open it then, you piece of shit. Wow, I'm gonna have to sort that out then. That ain't working on here. But basically, App Cleaner is like, you know when you delete stuff and you got all that cache on your computer? Basically, if you put it into App Cleaner, you can get rid of all those cache files and stuff, if I'm explaining that right, and then you can delete it all and delete all the program and the cache files, which comes in handy. Malwarebytes is, as you know, you can get viruses on Mac. As many people have said in this past and stuff, oh, you can't get viruses on Mac. You can. I know you can. And Linux, but there's less of a chance because more people use Windows, so. And Apple are quite good with their security for the most part. I'm clean. I'm very careful. Even on Windows, like I haven't had a virus in a long time. We don't want any COVID-19 on here. CCleaner is an app. I haven't opened it yet, apparently. But yeah, I use CCleaner, crap cleaner, to clean cache. I use it on Windows as well. But yeah, this comes in handy to like clean cache off your computer and stuff. And we've got Cache Monkey, which is useful for Discord. When you get sent loads of pictures on Discord, it actually saves to your computer. So Cache Monkey helps get rid of them all for you. It's crazy how much saves to your computer, like really. Yeah, that's pretty useful. Android file transfer, which is useful. Obviously, it's not going to work because I haven't got my Android connected to it. On a Mac, when you plug in your Android device, it doesn't come up on your desktop or in computer file finder like it does on Windows. It comes up in your computer, my computer. I don't do that on Mac. So I had to download Android transfer thing, and then I can use it, and then it would read my phone, and then I can use that application to get pictures and stuff off my phone if I needed to do that, which I don't do very often because I just dump everything on like Google Photos. And yeah, that's pretty much what's on my Mac. Actually, I don't really have it. Yeah, that's what's on my MacBook 2020. As you know, it's a space grey one as well, because space greys are like, ever since Apple brought out space grey, I'm like, I need that. Especially on space grey iMacs, I was like, I want it. So expensive. So are MacBooks, but this thing's being paid off monthly anyway, so I am not rich. There's no way I am not. If people get the wrong idea, I'm not. I'm far from it. I'm like the complete opposite. But oh yeah, you might be wondering what I used to. I didn't really go over a photo editor, did I? You might be wondering, how the hell do I make my thumbnails today? Like these. They look like they made on Photoshop and close. I'll show you. I use this now to edit my thumbnails and pictures and my banner. That's what I use this website. Looks exactly like what I would have done in Photoshop, and you see why. See, it's basically Photoshop for free, and it's not illegal, so you cannot complain about that. A website is basically Photoshop. That's free, but it isn't Photoshop, it's Photopea, but it works exactly the same as Photoshop. Everything's in the exact same place. And I'm like, I might as well just use this. It's not illegal or anything. It's like, so yeah, if you ever wanted to use Photoshop and you wanted to get it for free, sorry if you can hear the vacuum, use Photopea. I'm gonna go now, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye guys.